two different ways to research to find career pathways using employers. So I've chosen a local um, employer, which is the Northern Light Health. And I'm just going to hit go up in the search bar. I'm going to go here. This point is giving me who I'm connected to there very quickly, but I want to go to the actual company page. And a bunch of stuff you can do. Right now, what I want you to do is just look at people. And it's just set up in the same way as the alumni is. There's 6 panels in here. All right. And I also want to point out a great intentional serendipity functionality of LinkedIn, and that is there's always this people also viewed. This is a great way to expand your thinking. So this might be a company I'm interested in, but who else is out there? And you can obviously you can do a show all and get some more ideas. But we're going to look at this same 6 panel, and let's just play around. What are some things that you can do here? I want to know, so it's the same 6 panels, what they studied, what they're skilled at, what they do. But I'm thinking, for me, I'm more interested in the community and social services. So let me just pick that one. So I've reduced my list to 102. And then I'm going to say, well, let's just pick one skill that they're interested in. Let me get this over. Can do show more. Nonprofits, fundraising, researching, social media. I have a whole bunch of choices. I'm going to go with this skill right here. Um, Following up with more community outreach. And when I get here, I've narrowed it down to 29. But who else is out here? So you just sort of get a chance to look at their headlines. Policy coordinator, community outreach here, philanthropy. I'm just going to choose Ruth Ann because I like the words workforce development. And now here's what I want you to do. What are the career pathways? How did she get to where she's going? Workforce, she actually worked for the Department of Labor Career Center, worked for Central Maine Community College, right? What kind of education did she get? Higher ed, liberal arts. What are some things, some ways for you to be looking at here? And as far as how people got to where they're going, experience-wise and education. And then what are the major skills that she lists? Now, not every single profile is going to be robust, but this is a great way to explore. I would always be looking at people that have at least a picture, and also who have more connections. So that's the one thing. I mean, you can often see like this person has 276 followers. So you just want to be able to look at that and get a picture of who that is. Another way you can do it, I'm going to get rid of this search that I currently have. So clear all, or close whatever ones I want. They're not helping me. There we go. Back to 1900. All right. Now I could also go over here and look at where they studied. I can also look at what they studied. And so I want to take a peek at business administrators, business development. Let's just take a look at business development. And then let's take a look at what kind of skills they have. So the skill that I think is kind of interesting is strategic planning. What is that all about? How does that fit in? And how do people do this kind of work? And so let's take a peek here, see who's in here. Got a few number of different people. Find somebody that I think is interesting, doing some interesting work. So again, I've narrowed this down. Let me just go back. I'm looking at people who've listed strategic planning as a skill, and also that's what they studied, business development. And so now I can look here and say, all right, provider and business relations, what's that? I'm going to take a look at Dawn, and here I can always go, it's taking a minute to load up. This is a provider and business relations, and things are just going a little slow here. Not so good for me today. Come on in, Dawn. There we go. Again, who else is doing this? Who else is similar? How did this person get here? What is she? This person's pretty active. They were a provider. They were at Central Maine Healthcare. Returned here. Did a director of operations. More experiences. Also licenses. So there's some certifications and stuff that people can have. And so these are multiple ways. There's many ways of doing this. This is really what I want you to take a peek at and see if you can indeed find some new careers.